but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
So it is officially day 129 of training calisthenics. Now, today was yet again a push/pull day where I was doing some soupy planche push-ups as well as some pull-up to touch attempts, plus more touch, plus more wide front lever stuff, plus more pull-ups, just all of that stuff. Now, of course, we also did some 2-finger planches at the end, a little bit of one-arm handstands, and some not so good one-arm planches. So yeah, today was a pretty good day considering my strength, though I didn't really get the push-ups very consistent. I was able to do 3 to dead stop like almost twice. I was able to do it once, but twice not quite. Like with the soupy planche push-ups, I feel like I'm getting to a point where I understand where going wrong with this skill. Like the more and more I look at my form and see what issues I have and why I can't really hold at the top at the last push-up, I feel like it mainly comes down to my activation when I push up, because as you see, when I push up at the top, when I do the kind of like positive rep, I don't really have as much protraction as when I started to hold the planche. So I think that's where kind of like my weakness starts to go down, is I have this kind of like technique problem where I can't really figure out how to like really reposition my scapula to reprotract and be able to hold the soupy planche a lot better. So yeah, looking back at my sets, that's kind of like the thing I realized, and something I think I will improve on even more during the next sesh. I'll be doing some more banded work, just kind of like work on the technique and see what I can do differently during my next few sets, because between like the bodyweight sets and the banded sets, they all look pretty similar in terms of my technique. So if I just like improve my protraction, my banded sets, and build that kind of like muscle memory, I should be able to do it in bodyweight sets and be able to get the 3 push-ups to dead stop. So yeah, that was with the supinated planches. With the touch, I'm getting the pull-up to touch more consistently. It's getting a lot easier for sure. I was able to do 2 sets of pull-up to touch, which was pretty nice. And along with that, my touch holds are feeling pretty comfortable. And when it comes to my touch presses, I'm slowly getting the technique down for one leg. My reps are getting like a little bit faster at the negative, which is pretty nice. But still, I feel like I'm not quite ready for the full press, because that shit just like feels impossible right now. But I feel like I'll get the hang of the press within like a month or so when I practice a lot more and more. So yeah, hopefully that does happen. Now for the wide front lever stuff, I was able to get actually a little bit of a wider grip, which is pretty nice, which means I have some progress in the wide front lever. And I was also able to do like 2 presses as well, which is something I never really done. I usually only do like 1 press in the wide front lever. So yeah, I got 2 presses, though they were truly good form. They're still presses, so that's progress. But yeah, I'm getting them a little bit wider and they're feeling more easier each day. So I'm pretty happy about the wide front lever. And yeah, I managed to do 4 sets of that kind of straight bar combo, which is pretty good. I could have done more sets, but I did have to do like a call right after the session pretty soon, so I just went right into 2-finger planches and practiced some of that, which, as you could see, for like a lot of the sets I was struggling to do the press because I was scared of my fingers breaking. But like for one of the sets, I just kind of like, fuck it, I don't care if my fingers break. So I just did a sort of full press and managed to do that, which is pretty cool. I'm aiming to do more presses for more sets pretty soon. I feel like I just have to get over the fear of doing the presses, since it does put a lot of pressure onto my fingers when I go into that handstand. So yeah, 2-finger planche, 2-finger press, not too bad today. Now I also did some one-arm handstands, like only 2 sets. They're pretty terrible, but I feel like I'm getting the hang of one-arm handstands now. I feel like I'm getting more consistent holds, which is pretty nice. And for the one-arm planches, they were complete ass. I didn't really include most of them into this video because I just wasn't able to hold them. And yeah, that was today, and it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed the sesh, and yeah, that's kind of like all the talking points I have for today. So with all of that, I'll see y'all on day 131.